E.l.f. Beauty last week, I can't wait to get your thoughts on this, agreed to buy Hailey Bieber's Rhode, which I had to ask Anne how you actually say that because it's Rhode, whose trademark look is its glossy, dewy skin, aka glazed donut. Also something I had to ask Anne about that I learned from you yesterday. And they acquired it for $1 billion again. According to Bloomberg, in Rhode, E.l.f. is betting on a premium range containing just 10 main or hero products including pocket blush and glazing milk, which blur the boundaries between skincare and makeup. This look this looks like a good fit with e.l.f.'s selection, which is more focused on cosmetics and is cheaper. For example, e.l.f.'s average price point is about $6.50, Ann. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
Compared with almost $9.50 for mass market cosmetics brand, whereas Rhode's average is about $29, so a significant increase. But e.l.f. is also paying a pretty polished price for Rhode,
Ooh.
also known for its sleek, minimal package. I can't take credit for that. I got to give credit to Bloomberg for that one. The $800 million in cash and stock payable at the close of the deal, expected before September, equates to a 3.8 times Rhode's sales of 212 million in the year that went and concluded on March 31st of 2025. And if you include the additional $200 million payable based on Rhode's performance over the next 3 years, the multiple is actually 4.7 times. So, Aaron, my question for you is this. Do you think e.l.f. will see the long-term payoff it hopes from acquiring Rhode?
I think that it's hard to say whether or not that will be. No one has the crystal ball. However,
You're hedging.
I think this is a really good move. No, I'm not hedging. I think this is a really good move from Elf.
I'm gonna start bringing prune shears to podcast every time you hedge.
Well, I mean, I think I'm just making a reasonable analysis of this, considering both
Sounds
sides of the story. I
Yeah, it sounds
certainly
like you're leading one way though, so I'm curious to hear what
I
it is.
am,
So let's
yeah. I mean, I'm certainly not hating this as much as the Bloomberg reporter who wrote this article is, but
Oh, you think they hated it? You think the Bloomberg
I
reporter
think it
hated
was, I
it?
think that they were not positive on this,
Hmm.
and I certainly
It
can
is a big
understand
price
the
increase. I
reasons
didn't
why.
realize that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of money going into a category that hasn't seen a lot of growth. I mean, you have other beauty, like we'll say, influencer, celebrity-led beauty companies that aren't doing as well. Cody had to sell Kylie Cosmetics because it wasn't, or sorry, not Kylie, Kim Kardashian's makeup line and fragrance line because it wasn't doing as well. Like this has not been the time for celebrity inspired brands. However, I think that Rhode is different here. If you look at Hailey Bieber's involvement, true involvement, we had this discussion yesterday in the creation of each of the products. She's been very specific to only be releasing a small number of products. I mean, I think that this stands a better chance than some of the others would, and it's the reason why e.l.f. is buying Rhode over, Selena Gomez's Rare Beauty or Makeup by Mario or another one. I know you know all the names that I'm talking about right now, Chris, but um
I actually do know those. In
okay,
fairness to me, I
good.
actually do know
Good,
those. Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Hey,
I just
this
didn't know road.
well, but I think that the benefit here is really going to be on e.l.f.'s side, however. I think they're going to
Hmm.
learn a lot from this premium line, bringing them in. As you mentioned, like e.l.f. started out as a high-end, approachable, like high-end beauty quality product, low price point. Like they started their products, I think it was at like one, $3, and $5 when they came out
Yeah.
20 years ago. So I think that the opportunity here for e.l.f. is really to start to attract and learn from Rhode and how they might be able to start to get into the premiumization of their products because it's going to cost them more to produce them. They talked last week at the same time they made this deal about how tariffs are going to increase the prices of their products by $1 per product. I think it
Right.
allows them to start to eke into that upper echelon category. And maybe they have Haley like inspire a collection or they have Haley partner with them on like a mid-level collection that I think is a really important category and a really important audience to try to get after right now. So people who maybe can spend a little bit more than the e.l.f. price point, but aren't ready to pay $28
Hmm.
the glazed donut look, Chris. So I
Hmm.
love it. I'm very happy
Hmm.
with this move. But
No, so now you love it. Okay, good to know. Good to
yeah,
know. Uh, I don't know. I mean, I have no idea, and I will willingly admit to the audience that I know literally nothing about the CPG beauty space. So, I'm not gonna have much to say here, but I think listening to you talk, there are a lot of things that have to be true for this to
Yes.
work out. And every time I hear that, I get a little concerned, especially when the price point is that different from what, the acquiring brand typically is known for and successful for. So
Hmm.
it's a different muscle that Elf's going to have to use to make this successful. So
Absolutely.
I think net actually hearing you talk, I'm actually a little bit more skeptical of
Hmm.
this working out. Um, to say nothing of the fact I have no idea how, Haley Bieber's social influence is going to continue to, move forward over the next decade. But which is a real factor too. You have to factor that into the probability of success.
Right.
But my last shout out to Haley, fellow stroke survivor, for getting her B, and she got her B. Like
Hmm.
she got her two Bs actually. To your point, she got the Bieber and the billion. So
Yes. I think the
so
billions are the ones that I'd hang on to more closely than than the Bieber last name. But
yeah, it sounds like there's been some friction on that side of things
yeah.
too.
I
Yeah, he
mean,
had to apologize. Yeah, see, I know about this stuff.
oh
Yeah.
my God, I do think that like you have to give Haley credit though. Like Glossier couldn't do this, and they were this also a direct-to-consumer skincare brand, not founded on a celebrity. Like there's some opportunity here, and so if anyone can make this work, I think Haley's the right person to bet on. But you're totally right. There's a lot of other external factors that could impact the success of this down the road.
Yeah, but in fairness to Glossier probably had offers and probably either didn't take them or has chosen not to take them too. Because typically with these like celebrity inspired brands, they're built to do exactly this. They're built to get acquired at a high
Hmm.
multiple very
Yeah.
quickly because generally speaking, they're run by legal teams out of LA. I don't know that that's the case here, but I imagine somebody is telling Haley where to go and what to do and what products to evaluate, at a certain time. So you know
Yeah.
how this works from
Let's just say I bet Emily Weiss is not super thrilled right now that this just happened. And of all the work she's been doing for the last, what, 10 years, she didn't quite net
yeah,
that B.
I bet she's wishing, yeah, I mean I have no idea, but I bet she's wishing she sold out a long time, potentially wishing she sold out a long time ago. But then that's not true to her ethos of her brand either. So who knows? But